Hey personality people, this is Ashley, a type theorist, and I want to share with you the challenges of a relationship between a type 1 and a type 5. This example is taken from the Enneagram Institute website, and I think it mostly pertains to romantic relationships, but I'm sure that you can see the similarities with it for other kinds of relationships, like friendships, family relationships, coworkers. The first challenge of being in a relationship between a 1 and a 5 is that a type 1 will want to find an objective truth. It is a moral imperative to the type 1 to find the ideal to strive for. In contrast, the type 5 will not see one ultimate truth, but is more prone to see multiple truths, multiple interpretations of reality. While the type 1 will be certain of their ideal, of their ultimate truth to strive for, the type 5 will be skeptical about this ideal. Skeptical especially about social norms, and wonder if there's a better way of accomplishing the same ends. The 5 will doubt what is accepted by society and is far more prone to innovate and to find a new way of doing the same thing, to challenge what is the current status quo. In response to the 5 having these new radical ideas of how society works, type 1 would perceive the type 5 as too impractical. At the same time, the type 5 would see the type 1's worldview as too rigid, too narrow-minded. As a result, it would be difficult for the two types to respect each other's opposing views. And because of this, they want to respect each other's boundaries just to get along, so they wouldn't impose their own views on the other person. As a result, the type 1 and the type 5, already very distant types to begin with, when they are together in relationship, it will be a very distant relationship, a relationship that's separate from each other. And they might just unite and seem more like roommates rather than collaborative partners. When I look at this, I think of an example of how my type 1 believes that capitalism, such as working a full-time workload, is the best way for society to function in general. And then myself as a type 5, when I throw out to him a more progressive idea, like the idea of a universal basic income, where people receive money from the government and the people work far less, and this new system of a universal basic income will be able to create the same results as a 40-hour work week, just revolutionizing the entire system. My type 1 is going to think that this idea is impractical, far too impractical. Whereas I, as a type 5, would look at him working 40 hours a week and think that he's wasting his life. He's so, in a type 5's view, kind of narrow-minded. That's the way we see some people. Type 5s don't mean to offend others. And I'm sorry if that statement has offended you. But it's just within the Type 5's nature to revolutionize the current system, to try to innovate and try to think of new ways to do things. Something that's reassuring I noticed, though, is if the Type 5 wants to be able to accommodate multiple truths, then it seems it's the Type 5's responsibility to accept and respect the Type 1's own truth. So even though I might not personally agree with the current system of how things are done, as a Type 5, I should be able to step out of my own worldview and be able to see the merit in how things are currently done. I was pleased that Type 1s and Type 5s can have actually a surprisingly harmonious relationship. These are just the challenges that we can see between these two types, but I really look forward to creating the video that shows the potential these two types have. I can remember from the top of my head that they can have a deep, slow burning love, and that's how that love blossoms. It's kind of a cute relationship because you have these two types who are very cerebral and they form this partnership, kind of a unexpected partnership between two independent types. I hope you'll share your comments below, and thank you for watching.